There are hundreds of things to do in Terraria, but some are more obvious than others. With over 13 years of updates, the developers have snuck in quite a few secrets now, and some of them are really handy to know, so I've put together a video with every secret or hidden feature that new and returning players should definitely know about. And hey, if you learned something new today or you enjoyed the video, please consider clicking that subscribe button. Now first off, we can all agree that Terraria's soundtrack is pretty incredible, but you may want to play the game with the alternate secret soundtrack. You see, the party girl will give you an option to play the game with music from Terraria Otherworld, but only after you visited a very specific secret seed. We'll talk more about secret seeds later in the video, but the exact one we want to go to is this one right here called the Drunk Seed. Once you've joined the secret seed, you'll be able to hear the alternate soundtrack, and the party girl will now unlock the music tab. And if we go back to the previous world, you'll see that she now has it unlocked on all of the worlds. Next up, let's talk about NPC happiness. I think by now, most Terrarians know that happy NPCs sell pylons. But what I didn't know until quite recently is the happiness mechanic has other uses as well. For example, how happy the Goblin Tinkerer is actually affects the price he will charge for an item reforge. Happiness affects the price you can buy items from NPCs, and what I really didn't know is that it also affects the price they will buy items from you. Another wild thing, how happy the angler is will actually affect the reward you get when handing in a quest fish. Keeping an NPC happy is pretty easy, I would say. I'll leave a link to some guides down below. They do have a little option which will tell you about how happy they are, and you can even check the bestiary and see whereabouts in the world they want to live. For example, our clothier is pretty happy right now, and he wants to buy this diamond for 37 silver and 97 copper coins. And he wants to sell us the black thread for 79 silver. So what I've done is I've moved the clothier to a biome he doesn't love in a cramped house, meaning more than 3 rooms with NPCs he also doesn't love. And now he wants to buy the diamond for 27 silver and 2 copper coins, and he wants to sell the black thread for 1 gold and 11 silver. If you decide you want to check out the Get Fixed Boy seed, maybe don't. There is actually a secret minigame that affects world generation that can lead to a better time. Once you start generating the world, you'll see your cursor is replaced with a smiley face moon, and for every star you can bounce off the moon, you'll increase a hidden score by 1 point. For every point, you increase the amount of life crystals, statues, chests that are found outside of underground cabins, gemstone caves, pots, traps by 0.1%. This caps out at 200 hits, so if you're really good, you can increase all of these by 20%. But it's still Get Fixed Boy, so, you know, expect pain. Shimmer is a special liquid that was added in Terraria 1.4.4, and even though it's been nearly 2 years, I still get comments asking what this liquid is. Basically, it's a special liquid that can be found in the ether biome, which is always between the jungle and the ocean, and it has a lot more uses than you'd first think. Throwing in an item decrafts it, which you can then recraft and get a free reforge. Certain items can be swapped for their counterpart, which makes farming easier. All of these items can be thrown in and turned into permanent player buffs. Throwing in money increases your luck, which we'll talk about more in a moment. And if an NPC touches Shimmer, they'll turn into an alternate design. Now, I mentioned luck, and if you don't know about this, I think it might blow your mind. Luck is a hidden statistic that influences the random nature of various activities in the game. For example, luck can have an influence on your damage, the drop rate of items, the spawn rate of rare enemies and critters, certain town NPCs, first appearances, and the traveling merchant's inventory. Now, I do personally think that luck isn't something you should bog yourself down with too much. It is meant to be hidden, but there are ways to actively increase your luck, which I would wholeheartedly recommend. For example, ladybugs can spawn during the Windy Day event, and if you brush past them, you can increase your luck. Alternatively though, killing them actually decreases your luck. And another bonus secret, killing ladybugs can actually increase the chance of rain, which is really handy to know. After taking down a boss or an event for the first time, you're guaranteed a lantern night, which can be a great time to farm items because they increase your luck. As mentioned, throwing coins in Shimmer increases your luck. Wearing the lucky horseshoe or the lucky coin increases luck. Staying within a rectangular area of 170 by 125 of a garden gnome increases luck. You can craft yourself luck potions or make the Galaxy Pearl permanent buff. And also, while underground, if you place the correct torch in the correct biome, you increase your luck. Like I said, I wouldn't get bogged down with this, and you don't need to do all of these, but if you are planning to farm for a rare item, doing as many of these as possible can be handy. If you're dedicated to placing the correct torch in the correct biome, there is a secret event which will help with this. For this one, all you need to do is place 101 torches close together underground. Once the event's begun, you'll need to dodge the flame from each torch, and if you can do this, you'll be given Torch God's Favor. This is a consumable item which permanently unlocks the secret ability to convert regular torches and campfires into the correct biome's torch and campfire. And as mentioned previously, underground, this will increase your luck. Now, you may have noticed when chopping down a tree, you have a random chance to get an extra item, like an acorn, a piece of fruit. Look, we just got a lemon. Well, it turns out you don't need to chop down the tree all the way. All you need to do is simply shake it. To shake a tree, you just need to hit it the once with an axe. And that way, you can see if you can get yourself some free items and you don't need to destroy the whole tree. You can only hit a tree once per day, but you can hit up to 500 trees a day. As of right now, there are 8 secret seeds in Terraria. But as we already know, in the next update, they won't be as secret and there may be more of them. But what I think the game won't tell you is that certain items, enemies, and even a boss are hidden in these secret seeds. So if you want to see absolutely everything the game has to offer, it's worth knowing that Moonlord's legs will only appear in the Drunk seed. Red's potion appears in Drunk for the worthy Get Fixed Boy and Celebration Mark 10. Jungle Mimics can only spawn in Celebration Mark 10 and Get Fixed Boy. The Golden Slime can only appear in Celebration and Get Fixed Boy. And if you want to check out the Waffles Iron Weapon, which is a reference to Waffle Time, you'll need to take down Medusa, which is a custom boss that can only appear in Get Fixed Boy. But that's about all the secrets I have today. I tried to stick to features or like mechanics, which I think would be hard to find or like learn about without the wiki. But if you would like a part 2 that's a little more niche, let me know. Like, for example, did you know if you sit on a toilet, you're better at fishing? Like, do people know that? Probably. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.